TshajLij Production is a Hmong-based film production team that makes scary and funny films for your entertainment. They are working to revolutionize Hmong films. Check them out on Facebook at TshajLij Production, and you can also support them on their website at www.gumroad.com/TshajLijPro.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm so sorry I came on a little late.
It's okay. Hey, ladies got a doll up, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's one thing about me, that I really need to learn how to manage more like my time.
Okay.
I think Olivia and Kelly are probably tired of me being late by now. I need to apologize to them.
Okay. That's okay. It's fine by me. For me, I mean, take your time to whatever you need. So.
How's your day?
It's good. Got off work a little bit ago. Running a few last errands, and I just kind of hang out ready for this. How about you?
Yeah. My day, it's been good. I just did some errands, tidied up a little bit, and here I am.
Okay, sounds good. You're in the kitchen. It looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me grab my bring my camera over there, and we can get started.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. We're making spaghetti carbonara. So yeah, just like spaghetti, the sauce, you just make it with the pasta water and you add some cheese, and then the big thing is the eggs. And so the eggs kind of you got to cook it the right way, or else you end up with scrambled eggs, and spaghetti and scrambled eggs doesn't, it's not very appetizing. So have you had it before?
I don't think so.
Okay, me neither. So I've only seen it on TV and stuff, and so.
Nobody, or Kelly and Olivia didn't send me any. They didn't send me any ingredients, or they didn't send me any instructions on how to cook it. So
okay.
You're gonna have to walk me through it.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty. Not too many steps. So you've got the spaghetti. So I'm turning on my water. So I don't know if you're using like a saucepan or a pot, but I'm using a saucepan because it boils pasta faster.
Saucepan?
Yeah, like a frying pan.
Like a frying pan. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that should work.
So what do we do with the bacon?
So the bacon, let's grab 2 pieces.
Okay. So you love cooking, right? I think I remember you said that.
Yeah, I like to try new recipes, cook when I have time, and try different things, because it's hard to you can't go overseas, right, to get stuff, or like especially here the restaurant selection is pretty limited. So
yeah. Okay, so 2 pieces.
Yep. I'm gonna grab mine.
What do we do with the 2 pieces?
Yeah, so we will chop them up into little pieces. Yeah, so we'll chop them up into like maybe centimeter squares.
Okay. Centimeter squares?
Yeah. What we end up doing is we'll just kind of stir fry them for a little bit. Actually, I think it might be easier to just do strips. So maybe like centimeter strips, so we don't have to like dice them. Yeah. So do you cook pretty regularly?
I do. I mean, like here and there. I just haven't really cooked as much as I want to recently because I've just been so busy. But yeah, before I was cooking more regularly.
Okay.
Try not to eat out so much because it's unhealthy.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything you don't eat?
Is there anything I don't eat? I
Yeah.
don't eat. I don't know. There are some exotic foods that I wouldn't eat, and I wouldn't eat bugs.
Okay.
I wouldn't eat snails or bugs or like live octopuses or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What about
like,
you?
so I don't eat like organs. If it's not like meat, like
Mhm.
I don't eat it. So like, like intestines and like, I'll eat stomach. If I'll eat stomach, but like, like other types of like chicken intestines and organs and
Yeah.
such, I don't eat that.
Oh, okay. Put it in.
Yeah. So you won't eat like in Thailand they have like bugs that they deep fry and
No, no, I would not.
not even to try.
No. Why you would?
I would try it just once.
No, no, I wouldn't. So you would eat like a fried cockroach or like a fried worm or something? I don't know.
I would
Cricket?
try it. Yeah, I take a bite. Yep, a cricket. Yeah, like something like a cricket. I didn't try it last time I was there. I would like if somebody dared me to. If I had like, like a girlfriend or my friends went with me and they dared me to.
Yeah. I would not. Sorry. You're on your own on that one.
Well, if you go to Thailand one day, that's a big thing over there. The exotic bugs, insects, crocodile or alligator.
Yeah. I'll try other stuff, but I wouldn't try the bugs.
Okay. What are your parents' expectations of your future spouse?
What are my what?
Your parents' expectations for your future spouse?
I think
Where do they want like a vow, like vow 10,000 or
I think any parents would ideally want that, right? But I think in the end, realistically speaking, if I think all they're asking for is just somebody who will show up, like family gatherings, and somebody who would like help out if it's needed. Somebody who will, be there to help drink if it's needed, and just be respectful and be respectful overall to the family and everything. I think that's basically it. Yeah, and to me, yeah, that's it. What about you? What about your parents? What do they expect? Or what do they hope for in a future daughter-in-law?
Yeah, so they're very modern as well. I think they're okay with somebody as long as they love us, their kids.
Yeah,
They're okay with that, and yeah, someone who can also help when needed and be there when needed and kind of be available. But yeah, they certainly they know that all of us we have our own lives, right, and we're gonna
yeah,
have our own like it's gonna be different. We don't live in the same town as them, and so.
yeah,
So they're very open and kind of they leave us to kind of do our own thing. So well, I think we can dig in.
all right.
So,
Can't wait to see how it tastes like.
so cheers.
Cheers. Mm. Wow, a lot better than I thought it'd be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always seen this dish, so I've never cooked it, but that's good. Good to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching movies. So I watched Mortal Kombat. I watched King Kong. And what did I get it for? Oh, I got it for Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Zack Snyder one that came out a while ago.
Yeah. So, what did you think of all those three movies? Is there anyone you didn't like, or is there one that you really liked?
At Justice League, it was good, but I don't remember it because like the first one came so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. Kind of seeing it again, and it seemed like a new movie, right? Because you're watching a new. That King Kong was interesting. It seemed like the fights went on, and then like before you knew it, the movie ended. So, have you seen it?
Actually, for King Kong, I watched like the first maybe like 15 minutes, and I never finished it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you end up watching it again, I think like you'll find that like you were watching a fight, and then before you know it, like the movie ends.
Oh, really?
So
So they're just fighting the whole time?
Pretty much, yeah. Kind of like in the middle of it, like they kind of fight the whole time, and then before you know it, one of them dies. I can't tell you. I don't want to spoil it for you, but
What do you think of Mortal Kombat?
kind of the same thing too. I thought it was really cool, kind of how like they've updated all the costumes and all that stuff. Yeah, so it was really cool because I remember liking the first one. The first one was really cool, and then yeah, the second one just seeing all that but yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like all of a sudden there were a bunch of fights, and then before you know it, the movie ends. So.
Yeah, I think I really enjoyed it too. I don't know. I guess it got some bad reviews. I didn't understand why, but I guess it's for those big fans who really follow the story, right? But for me, I didn't really follow the story, but just the movie itself without, being biased of the original story. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
What other movies do you like?
You mean that I watched recently, or just in general? Like out of all movies?
Recently.
I think those are the big ones. I actually haven't really had time for movies, so just Justice League and Mortal Kombat was the main recent ones that I watched that I liked. Yeah, I didn't finish King Kong, so I can't really give an opinion about that one. For some reason, that one didn't really draw me in. I don't know why. Yeah, I really liked the other one, the King Kong one, where the girl met King Kong in his island, and then they brought him back.
Okay. When they first sent that email, I was gonna say like, oh, like reenact kind of a scene from a love movie, and I walked to remember like I was thinking like that might be one of them or do that. So
yeah, I had a look. I think my main ones were Romeo and Juliet, A Walk to Remember, Titanic, and The Notebook, and it just ended up being The Notebook and Titanic. Did you ever see Titanic?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't watched it recently, like, so I can't, not to really appreciate it, so I can't really say, but I think a while ago.
Yeah, after doing this challenge, seeing you guys do the challenge, I want to watch that movie again.
Okay.
Because I just feel like their love was just so like, it's that type of love that everyone we all kind of like, in a way, want to, right? Desire. Yeah. Because they're so in love. Yeah. What?
No, I was just thinking, yeah, because like I can see where, the cruise ship, the whole cruise ship idea, and the whole kind of like, yeah. So I was thinking, because I know you like cruises, and I can see where maybe that comes from. I don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a cruise or no?
And I don't know if I would, just because like being around a lot of water, like I might get sick of it, or
no,
maybe
actually,
not.
Yeah, actually, like you don't even see the water really, because it's so like, unless you go to the very front, or the ends, but it's like you're at a hotel, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, actually, sometimes it does move. I'll be honest with you. After I came back, after I got off the ship and I went onto like an elevator, or even when I was just like at work, I felt like I was still moving because like you're constantly moving on the ship, right? Like kind of like swaying a little bit. So I guess like in a way, I kind of felt like I was still like, you know, um, moving like that too. So it was kind of weird.
Okay.
So you might get seasick then, if that's the case. If you're not good with
Yeah.
motion.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, like my dream, like getaway vacation would just be like go to a tropical beach somewhere far away for, a week and a half or so, and just kind of relax and get away from everything.
I
That's what
know,
I
me
would
too.
love.
I would love to do that too. Just thinking about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where have you looked at like tropical islands? Like where would you go?
I haven't looked at too many because it's not like, oh, I'm planning to go to this place, but I've seen pictures, but I'm just like, oh my god, I would love to go there, but I don't know where it's at. I've just seen random pictures. Yeah. What about you?
Okay. I would love to go back to Bali.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the beaches in
Bali.
Bali were really cool. So that'd
Mm.
be that'd be a dream getaway, and that'd be like a dream honeymoon for me. So if I get married, like so whoever I end up marrying, like I'm gonna tell her like we're going to Bali for a honeymoon. Like there's no question. So
I'm pretty sure any or most girls would be down for Bali.
what do you feel about like long distance dating? Because I know like you're in California.
Mhm.
I'm half the country away.
Um, I think that I'm definitely open to it. But eventually, like if it does get serious, we would have to come together, right? So
Hmm.
the only thing would be like, to talk about where we would be ending up.
Hmm.
It would be either here or there, right? Or
Hmm.
unless we're like, you know what, we both want to live in this other state. So, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm open to it because with all the technology nowadays, and we're adults, we have the funds to travel, so I don't think there should be a big issue at all. Yeah, I'm
Would
open to it.
you would you consider moving away? Like your future spouse's wherever he is.
Yeah, I think if I love this guy and I want to be with him, and he's set where he's at, I'm definitely open to it. I think I'll just be happy anywhere as long as I'm with him. Yeah. Right now, I don't have that person, so that's why I'm happy here in Cali.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
How about you? How do you feel like if you were to meet somebody, is that where you're set, or would you want to move, or how do you feel?
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty set here, just
Mhm.
because of the way, like, our occupation works. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm licensed in Wisconsin. Like for me to like go to another state, like I'd have to take another test and kind of learn like another state's laws and
Yeah.
yeah. So unfortunately, I think with that, like it's just a lot of work. So and I really like what we do here. Kind of like the specialty we do. So I don't think I'd be that open to like moving elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's not just like California or like the West Coast, but I think like just anywhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm kind of stuck here, and
Yeah. No,
I
that's
would,
understandable. Yeah. Because you will what?
yeah. So yeah, that's why unfortunately for better or for worse, whoever, whether it's you or who ended up dating or end up marrying, would be like I would
Yeah.
probably, they'd probably have to be okay with coming here, and that's not me like putting a power move by any means, but just more of that's just the way, unfortunately, that my job works. So
Yeah. I think that's totally understandable. And my mom actually lives only an hour away from you, so.
mhm. Yeah, and yeah, you got family 20 minutes away in Sheboygan. So
Yeah, that's true.
mhm.
Cool thing. Um, gosh, I feel like we're in the middle of this already. Has this process been pretty slow for you, or how do you feel?
I think it's been no, I think we've had chances, so we get chances every week or two, right? And so I think those are good chances, and um So I don't think it's been slow. Yeah, so it definitely feels like it's sped up in the I think the last few weeks, like with the number of people leaving, but
Yeah.
um, I like the pace, and especially this time too. Like we're able to take some time, alone longer and kind of
Yeah.
talk more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think this is definitely good for us 'cause I think I've gone on one-on-one dates with everybody. I think there's only like two other guys now that I haven't gone
Okay.
on one-on-one with. Yeah. At least from the original guys. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm really getting the sense of each and every one of you. And I feel like I can actually, I'm starting to really see the end of this now,
Mhm.
So I'm just really starting to look forward to meeting you guys in person now.
Mhm.
So hopefully that does happen within the next 2 months, hopefully 1.5 months,
Mhm.
not sooner. Yeah. Like, what do you think of me so far? Like, how do you feel? Like, kind of want to see where you're at.
Mhm. Yeah. So from just everything, all my experiences with you, I can tell that you enjoy life. You like to make the most of life. Um, you don't like to just kind of like sit still, right? And you also take charge. Very especially when like I'm not gonna lie, like so I'm probably more of an introvert than an extrovert, right? I can do both if I need to, right? But you can probably tell I'm more reserved, probably more introverted, and but yeah, I can tell that you're definitely when you need to, you can, right? And so I really like that. I think the biggest thing is like just to be like completely vulnerable and honest with you, like I feel like I'm very like I work a lot. That's it. I work a lot during the days. I can't do much. I live in a super small town, not much to do. I definitely feel it too. I feel like I'm kind of stuck, but also I really like what I do. And so I just feel like I'm very. Um, I feel like I'm not. I don't have as much fun to offer, just because of the way things are that like other people might. And so I think that's like the one thing this whole time, like, getting to know you, like, I think it's probably something that's been on my mind, and I don't
Uh,
know if it's something that you thought about, but.
oh, I see. I see where you're coming from. I mean, I think the big thing is that you do like traveling though, and you still like getting out and doing that when you can. But yeah. I think at the end too, it's just. I mean, it's not like I always need to have fun. I always
Mhm.
need to go out and do this. I think like the thing's just that like if I'm with this person, that kulu, la kunyana, I'll be happy.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter what we do.
Mhm.
Like if I'm with him and I love him, I will enjoy his company no matter what. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good to know.
Well, it was fun cooking with you and good getting to know you more.
Yeah.
Because I know you were like definitely one of the guys that I know got to know least. But I had a good time. It was fun cooking and eating and
Mhm.
getting to know you more. So
Yeah. Thanks for cooking along with me. I know I almost messed up, but hey, I
it
think
turned out good.
hopefully, hopefully you enjoy the meal, enjoy the roses, and yeah, we'll see you in a little bit then.
All right. Yeah, I did. I love the roses. Thank you. All right. Have a good night. I'll see you
Okay.
soon.